Hey, welcome everybody. Dash 4. I'm just kidding. Dash Week 4. Dash Mystery 2024. There's some extra 4s in there. I'm Salty Pigeon. Got Jestro on tracking. The one and only Tracy M on comms with me. So we will get you proper information right quick and in a hurry. But tonight we got J-Ro versus D-Webb. This should be a really fun match. Tracy, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. First of all, for those of you in the Midwest, stay safe. We just had the weather come through here in Iowa. I know it's heading out towards Chicago, so do please stay safe. You need to get hiding, please do so. Hopefully no one has any issues there. But yeah, this is a really fun matchup for me. J-Ro, of course, I've known both these guys for a long time. J-Ro was a league semi-finalist back in our season 1, but of course a lot has changed since then, because back then everything was major minor, everything was vanilla map, everything was vanilla bosses, so a lot of wrinkles added to the game that he's had to learn in a very short time. D-Webb, new in terms of playing, relatively speaking, but has been putting a ton of work in the past year, and probably knows the randomizer ins and outs in terms of logic and such better than anyone. Funny thing for him, like a couple of years ago, he, decided, hey, why not, I've known him for a long time, just decided to try to do commentary, and he did commentary. I'm like, you've been holding out on me. But yeah, it's really going to be an interesting matchup. I'm sad that one of these guys is going to have to lose, but it does also mean that one of these guys gets to win, so we'll just see what happens here.
Yeah, and right off the bat, we know we do not have full countdown, so we can count that out of it. And we don't have a starter charge.
No, we're going to have to find a charge beam, or we're going to have to find some ammo.
But we will find Morph Ball, I can promise you that.
Yeah,
one or two
spoilers.
Not much we can do about that first Morph Ball.
Yeah, I always like to say that the only hard required item in this game is Morph Ball. Everything else can be negotiated, because for every item there's an item to get around it, but there's nothing that's going to get you around that Morph Ball. So that will be here, and that might or might not tell us whether we have Chozo or Major Minor.
Yeah, so we're going to go over here and fight Thardus for the Spider Ball. And oh wait, wrong
different game.
Nope, Morph Ball, just Morph Ball. We're fine. But the ceiling will tell us more information on what kind of split we're looking at.
Maybe.
At least item split wise.
If it's an E-Tank, it tells us. Yeah. If it's an E-Tank, it tells us nothing.
Well, if like screw attacks right here for Webb, then that'll tell us.
Yep, that's
Chozo, right. Oh, still not.
Okay, see, that could still be Chozo, and that could still be Major Minor. And we're in Chozo, because that missile would not be there. That would be a major item. We have Chozo so far. Let's see if we get power bombs here, because if we don't, we are not going to be able to see area now. Okay, we get power bombs.
Every Metroid game randomizer, you'd have to be about 10,000 times smarter than me to figure out how to do that.
My answer to questions like that is when you program it.
Yeah. I'm going to need some programming help. I'll be happy to comment for you, but that's about...
I can't do the 3D games.
Reach.
I won't be calming anything. If it involves 3D Metroids, I ain't doing it.
I can do Prime 1, but after that, yeah, I'm pretty lost. I need the 2D stuff. But Power Bomb's early, so we can check meme route.
Yeah,
of course,
see if
not
anyone
checking
does.
Meme route has never hurt anyone, ever. So...
Well, checking it has never hurt anyone ever. I mean, it's especially bad. If a runner goes this way and it turns out not to be area, and it is area, then suddenly you have to kill those side hoppers, and that could be very bad. And this is going to be rough for D-Webb. He can take one hit from these side hoppers, but he's going to have to be careful and get out of here very, very quickly, or else...
all three of them are there. Ouch.
Okay, yeah, he's fine.
Okay, good.
And we did find the front of Lower Norfair. That's good information. And we hope we can find the back somewhere else and never have to come back.
Yeah, that is good knowledge. Maybe would have been a little nicer if it was Kraid or something to take out, but still D-Webb has a knowledge advantage.
Yeah, the nice thing about getting that information is that when we do go to Lower Norfair, hopefully from the back, D-Web's gonna know that he doesn't have to worry about that. Doesn't have to worry about going for Kraid or Croc, or well, we're not going for Croc if we can avoid it. But he'll know that he won't have to go do a reverse acid dive to check that out. And J-Ro might not.
Good news for D-Web saving that power bomb, not using it on old Mother Brain because that's a minor in this seed, but saving it probably for 230.
Yeah, 230 is more important. Chozo, I mean, it's just an E-tank, but it's still more important. And we did have to have, let's see, this. I think we had a logical super, so we could have gone to the east. But that, otherwise, bombs, something to break blocks. Because the power bomb we have is not in logic.
Yeah, we needed something to go boom. So.
Yep.
So the bomb Teresa helped us out for that.
Yeah,
unfortunately, we got that DLC boss.
Yeah. So yeah, no power bombs in logic yet. That's not going to stop the runners from doing things, but it is gonna change potentially where they choose to go, in the sense that they might not want, like those bombs could be just power bombs at Gauntlet. So knowing that there's a power bomb pack missing. I think, and this may be what J-Ro's doing, just go ahead and bet on those power bombs being the Gauntlet item, and move on with your life, because those bombs open that up.
And it could also be a E-tank or a reserve tank. So
it could, or it could be something really good like Speed Booster or Ice Beam.
Definitely, but I think going with just pure statistics, J-Ro made the correct move, just bypassing it for now.
All right, we get red power, just the two. We're going to see what's on the other side. Red Birdstar is a lucrative place in Chozo. 3 Chozo items, one that we can't really get. I mean, we can. It's not in logic with one, because we don't have power bombs, at least not logical power bombs, and 2, because, we don't have the things to get across. But X-Ray is a Chozo, and of course we get the alpha power bombs. And D-Web gonna take a save at the ship. So forgive me for dropping the J, because I've known him as D-Web for a really long time, and he surprised me by adding a J to his name.
Yeah, his middle name is actually Jartholomew. Not many people know that. I probably shouldn't have leaked it here. But anyway, J-Ro did find Heat Shield above X-Ray scope.
It's really interesting. That's going to allow him to get the Ice Beam item without any trouble.
So Donovan Jartholomew Webb is going up for this. He's gonna kill me. Is going up for the.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I approve this, D-Web. We're watching this back.
D-Web, you have the power in your hands to fire me after this. Please don't. But I mean, it's your call.
All right. Okay. Anyway, unfortunately, Ned doesn't have that power bomb pack from Terminator, but this is not too bad if you have power bombs combined with regular bombs.
Yeah, it makes it a little more forgiving, as long as you stay away from those yapping maws.
Because there are definitely, some of these locations are worse than others for using bombs. Like, I would use a power bomb here and then save the rest for the back. But this is fine if you just need... Yeah, there we go. That's fine.
Ice check from J-Real coming in hot.
Yeah, we got that heat shield. Protects against heat in upper Norfair completely, and it'll give him partial protection in lower, and we get a gravity suit.
Nice.
Big find for J-Ro. I feel like D-Web might need to spike something really good here, like a speed booster or an ice beam now. It's really, really early, so we can't say anything for certain. But yeah, that's some good finds for J-Ro. And we're going to get here, we have the charge beam. Actually,
that's pretty darn good.
That's a pretty good result of this, as long as D-Web can keep it.
Yeah, that could save a lot of fanfare time. If J-Ro doesn't go back for it and goes for ammo,
yeah, I mean, it's not even fanfare time. It's not even fanfare time. It's you have to, commit to ammo now if you're J-Ro. And when does he make that commitment? And when does how easy is that ammo commitment going to be?
This is fanfare plus. Is the time difference here now. So that charge beam, I can't blame J-Ro for skipping it, because it could have been 3 different forms and nothing helpful. But that's pretty big.
Yeah,
pretty
in
big
a seed. Yeah, in a seed without a starter charge, that could make a difference towards the end. And let's see if we get any good ammo in the back here. Just a power bomb, which D-Web's gonna take, and then he's gonna see another one. A super would have been better.
Definitely. But while you're here, might as well try and get as close to CF ammo as you can. Heat shield will help, not having to deal with that too much, but
yeah. And
always nice to have.
And of note, the heat shield is actually a logical item. In fact, the fact that the heat shield and the double jump, the two dash specific items, are logical items. We wanted to put the pressure valve in there as well, but the reason it didn't get in there is because we would have had to make it be in logic. We didn't want that, but heat shield and double jump are in there, and so all these checks that Jero's doing are all in logic with that heat shield.
Yeah, it makes it so much comfier up here in Upper Norfair.
And
the 50% thing is going to be nice for Ellen, too.
Yeah, actually, it's a good point brought up in chat by Ace. It's possible, yeah, I might be wrong about it not being in logic just because of the Chozo factor. Might have to check on that. I bet D-Web knows.
That is a really good point.
Because in general, it would be in logic, but yeah, it's not a Chozo statue, and really, it can't be.
MM2 might
really know.
There's MM2.
Yeah, it would be if it wasn't Chozo. Okay. That I know for sure.
No, Tracy's not lying to y'all.
No.
I told her to say the wrong thing just to kind of have the balance this time. That's all it was. It was on me.
And D-Web's gonna see that heat shield.
Heat shield and X-ray. So just a skosh behind J-Ro, but does have the charge beam and LN knowledge.
Yeah, this is really interesting.
Not really behind.
Yeah, it's so interesting because I don't know how I'd feel here. He's gonna get that gravity suit, and that, in some sense, you might feel behind with that gravity suit because you're getting it. You're expecting that you got it later than your opponent. But on the other hand,
no clue if your opponent went up to Gauntlet.
Well, not even that. It's like, on the other hand, you got that charge beam.
Yeah. Yeah, Webb with no clue if J-Ro went up the Gauntlet or not. So Webb might feel behind, but definitely not. It's closer to even at the moment, but I would probably favor Webb in this instance.
Yeah, a lot of it's going to depend on what the ammo situation is. A lot of it's going to depend on does J-Ro take a trip back to the back of Lower Norfair looking to try and find, say Kraid or Turian or something like that. So there's a lot of, a lot we don't know about the seed right now.
Double chamber gives us top of West Meridia. There's 3 more portals open with gravity.
Yeah,
3 more.
And we got this. We're gonna take the save. There's only one we can get to. Well, no, we have gravity, so we can get to all of them. So yeah, I still like the save here from J-Ro because if this doesn't really go to anything you want, then you just leave. And D-Web's not gonna go get the items at Bubble Mountain. Looks like he's only gonna be missing out on those high jump boots, so not too terrible.
Yeah, Bubble Mountain didn't give us a whole lot of excitement or flavor this time, but high jump is nice.
High jump is really nice. Like I wouldn't want to go without that if I could. But now we have. We're gonna check out Red Brinstar. Lots of connectors through here.
Double portal check. Ooh,
there's the back of
LN.
Ellen. Okay. Ooh, Kraid for D-Web.
That's a good find for Webb.
We're gonna get our first knowledge, first information about our bosses.
We've had a decent bit of vanilla in week 4, so hopefully we get something kind of kooky.
Yeah.
Something off brand,
Yeah, I think D-Web was even commenting on it the other day. Like everything's been vanilla this week.
So quick safety save, just to mind your P's and Q's. I like it. J-Ro's gonna check portals. We're gonna get boss info from Webb. Good stuff here to start.
We have 2 bosses we can do, although to be fair, this is not a Dragon fight I particularly want to do if Dragon decides to be hanging out here. We are in no shape to do Ridley yet.
No speed. It would be a very long ammo.
No
fight
speed,
for
no
Dragon.
grapple beam, not a lot of ammo to begin with, and we have a shifted Kraid. Sorry, a shifted Fantoon.
Yeah, so Fantoon will open Kraid's closet once defeated, but also nice that we got something a little bit different this week.
Well, this could still be surprise because
I'm for that.
yeah. Once we know it's not shuffled, and surprise is always on the table.
Let's get 4 Fantoons, Tracy. Let's get 4 of them.
That'd be crazy stupid.
That's what I'm here for. That's why you pay me the big bucks. And for
So,
anyone wondering, I don't get paid for this. I just love the game.
None of us get paid. We are amateurs in the truest sense.
This might be shafted, yeah.
All right, J-Ro finding Green Burnstar. It'll be interesting to see if we got anything here. So the one bad thing about Fantoon being in this location is we're not going to get a major item out of it. There's back of wrecked ship. Speaking of Fantoon.
Almost.
Yeah, 15 missiles is kind of that part where it's still a little more difficult. I feel like until you get to 20 missiles.
Ooh, J-Ro.
Yeah, various suit over in Green Burnstar.
That might change a thing or two, depending on the next routing decision.
Yeah, I mean, D-Up's going to find Green Burnstar, is going to get that various suit. It's just a question of how with the different... We don't know, because I'm pretty certain this connector is off of one of the West Meridia. We saw also from the back of wrecked ship. So, not entirely sure if where the last connector to Greenburn is coming from. So, if it's not somewhere off of Red Tower, it might be a while before D-Up gets over there.
Did I miss something, or does Webb have 2 bosses dead already?
No, he's just got one.
Just one? Okay. Maybe it was a click.
As good, yeah. We have Jestro on the track.
I mean, Jestro's the best.
He's the best, but even the best will occasionally do a misclick. It's fine. But yeah, we have to want to have. Yeah, we when it's shifted or surprise, we mark the boss that represents the area. Because basically, you can think of it this way: we always mark the boss that's going to open the things that would open. So, Kraid things got opened, therefore we're open. We're going to mark Kraid.
And my apologies, Jestro. I meant no animosity. You are the best.
All right, just a reserve tank at Spazer for D-Web. That's a little unfortunate. Ice Beam for J-Ro and Green Burnstar. We're going to see where this last Green Burnstar exit comes. We'll see. We'll get a better idea of when D-Web's going to make his way over here. Got lots of power bombs now, though.
And Ice Beam. J-Ro is ready for almost anything. Really. Yeah. This is pretty much go mode. No charge, so need ammo, but...
Yeah, this is I need ammo mode for... Yeah, this is I need ammo mode for J-Ro, and this is for D-Web that when he gets over to Green Burnstar, it's going to be... I'm in a really awful go mode situation.
60 damage. This is not totally cool.
Yeah, this is the type of seed that I'd love to see someone like Kip playing, who, the low ice master, who just loves the low percent stuff.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good one.
Okay, where does this spit out? We did see East Meridia on D-Web's side. Oh, top of Red Burnstar, so D-Web's gonna get here really, really soon. This item here over at the Alpha Power Bombs, it is a missile.
We'll take those supers, though.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll probably take the missiles, too. We're still pretty low on ammo. J-Ro realizing J-Ro realizing his ammo situation is his go-mode situation otherwise is going to go ahead and start picking up more miners. I think he'll prioritize those a little bit more.
Yeah, D-Web's still in the reality of, well, I don't have a sweet beam combo, so might as well pick up some extra ammo.
Yep, they're both going to be like D-Web is going to pick up extra ammo for comfort, and J-Ro just needs to pick up extra ammo because he doesn't know it, but he's not likely to be finding that charge beam anytime soon. There's that wreck ship area for J-Ro.
Both of them finding it pretty much at the same time. D-Web is saying, not right now, thank you.
Yeah, I think he wants to see this other connector, and if he follows all the way into Green Brinstar, he's gonna be happy he did. And if this is Ridley, this is even with Suit, this is gonna be a really tough fight. And in fact, in J-Ro, I'm not gonna do the math right now. I'm sure someone else can do the math, but 25 power bombs, I don't think he's got enough ammo. Yeah, and yeah, D-Web says, you know what, Green Brinstar, give me all those items at Green Brinstar. We did see the back of Rex ship. I forget where, but I want to say D-Web saw it off of somewhere off of Red Brinstar, or off of Green. Oh, okay, J-Ro saw it off of Green Hills. And extra super for J-Ro.
That's nice. But even with this, I think you're right. This needs to be Kraid or Dragon. Or a surprise Phantoon.
I mean, yeah, and surprise still on the table. Surprise almost the only time surprise is not on the table is if we can confirm shuffled. We have confirmed not shuffled. Oh, yeah, surprise still on the table.
We got shifted or surprised so far.
Yep. And once we can eliminate the other ones, then it's because 10% high Dragon. Because 10% of the time it's surprise and 30% of the time it's shifted, so that's a combined 40%. It's 10 out of 40 is 25% at this point that it's surprise, and 75% that it's shifted.
Can I have another extension on my math homework, Tracy?
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, J-Ro is going to be fine. He's got the speed booster for this fight, so that'll be really good for him.
Yeah, this is Hydreigon. The Draxus, I love it. Hydreigon, such a daunting enemy. And the gray gloop of grapple beams past attacking us. Not much we can do about it right now.
Yeah.
Gotta do some farming.
Yeah, and also of note, we're not getting a lot of E-Tanks. Chozo tends to be a little stingier on the E-Tanks. Major, minor, they're just E-Tanks everywhere at all the major locations. Countdown, we know that there are E-Tanks in the area because it tells us that there are E-Tanks in the area. So Chozo oftentimes will just, it is the least heavy E-Tanks that you're going to see in a seed. D-Web thought, like, you know what, I'm going to take this because I only have one E-Tank.
And shoutouts to D-Web for finding the Spood Beaster at
yep, kind of need that. And there's that various suit for D-Web, which puts him effectively in go mode.
Oh no, chain damage! At least we had the save.
He's got to have a save at the... Yeah, he should have a save.
Yeah, it was right above in the ship.
Because, yeah.
Just, ouch.
Yeah, it's one of the worst things in this game is that chain damage. I remember during the Any Percent tournament, there was this is back in 2018, a long time ago, but yeah, there was a stretch of time where I called a bunch of races, and about 3 or 4 of them in a week all ended because of, players lost because of chain damage. It's like, we just not have chain damage.
I remember learning the Dragon speed strats and never running in the chain damage for the first 6 months, and then all of a sudden it was a problem. So It's just weird how it can show up on you out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah, and D-Web knowing that he's, gonna be fighting a boss he's gonna want some ammo for, and because it's wreck ship, there's just nowhere to farm. He's gonna go ahead and farm up right now, give himself some health and some ammo. I like this. And J-Ro's gonna go for round 2. And thankfully, not knowing that this wasn't gonna be Ridley, you take that save, and it turned out to be really good. Because, you know, if you knew this was going to be Dragon, you might not have taken that save.
That's a great point, yeah. J-Ro definitely saving because of the Ridley chances. But as we can see, the shrimp can be a jerk too. That chain damage is something else. Oh no. Keep spinning. There you go. Nice escape, J-Ro.
And D-Web's also going to go ahead and take the safety save here, because he doesn't know that this isn't Ridley, and he does know it's much more likely for him that it even is a Ridley, because he knows it's not Phantom.
Yeah, and even with charge beam, D-Web doesn't want to have a 400-shot fight or whatever.
No, no one wants. Yeah, it would be, not counting the ammo that he has, it'd be a 200-shot fight. So it'd be a little bit better than your low percent ice, because you have a little more ammo than you would have in low percent ice. And there we go, Dragon dead. I get to see what's over here. It'll be interesting to see how many items these runners check. Because there are a couple of quick items, and there's one really slow item.
Ooh, Tracy, there's yours. Quick,
yep,
go to
my
the
favorite.
Emote time.
There we go.
Sweet. And I especially love space jump underwater, because you can't really lose it. Well, you can, but it's tougher. You can pretty much...
Yeah, it does work better
spam
underwater,
A and just go boom, 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 boom. Get moving. Oh, that is nice and vanilla, I think. I haven't played vanilla Metroid in so long, I don't even know anymore.
It looks like D-Web gonna go for, maybe gonna go for some of these Shine Sparks as well, or maybe just gonna do an ammo fight. He's got choices.
Yeah, the Shine Spark's gonna be a little bit more annoying without the high jump boots, but still completely doable as long as you're practiced with it. And I know DJ Webb is, so we'll see what he decides.
And all these E-tanks behind it. It would have been really nice to have beforehand. Although chain damage, I mean, we've seen, you know, chain damage do, like, multiple tanks of damage before. So that may or may not have saved J-Ro if he'd had those beforehand.
Yeah, the complete opposite of iframes. It's, die frames.
There you go.
Straight into.
Yeah, this is I don't know where Dragon is on health right now, but this is kind of tough for D-Web. He's gonna need to farm extra ammo. Dragon would take 20 supers if you just use supers. So that just to give you some context.
Yeah, so 6,000 health for Dragon, I believe.
Ooh, a plasma beam. That's really big for D-Web. Not as big for J-Ro, because we don't know that he's ever going to get to that charge beam. That's assuming that D-Web goes and checks it, which he might not. He might go back out the front. He does know both ends of this, though.
Yeah, so we might not check it coming in from the backside. Because I think J-Ro came in from the front side.
Yeah, J-Ro came in from the front side. D-Web came in from the back side. They both... I try to think if J-Ro has seen the back... Yeah, no, they've both seen both sides of this.
Okay.
And as chat pointing out, D-Web still needs some energy tanks.
Yeah, 2 bosses down and you still need tanks to finish the game. Not an everyday occurrence, but true in this sense. And he's got one of them.
So, chat asking if D-Web skipped the bottom of Greenburn. No, he didn't. That's where Various Suit was. He most definitely did get that. The only the stuff that he hasn't done, that J-Ro's done, is Bubble Mountain. And one of the items in Bubble Mountain was High Jump. So that's the thing that he's missing. Whereas J-Ro skipped Gauntlet, which is the Charge Beam. So that's the thing that J-Ro is missing. J-Ro is already realizing that he doesn't want to have to worry about searching out that charge beam. Has been picking up ammo pretty consistently since he got into what would otherwise be go mode. He's in what I call search for ammo mode. And it looks like D-Web is going to go out the back, or at least going to check the item.
And nice D-boost with the space jump there by J-Ro. And it looks like Webb might possibly be getting this plasma beam.
Yeah, he's gonna get. You don't go back
'Cause you
this
don't
way
wanna
and not
leave.
check it. Your situation is not good enough. You're not in a nice enough go mode situation to skip something that's relatively on path. But if your plan was to go out the front, I think that would be legit. You would not want to necessarily go check this. It's the plasma beam.
That'll be a really nice beam for Webb with charge there. 600.
And Jero's gonna check like this X-ray check. I don't think D-Web does, especially now that he has that plasma beam. We know this won't be charge beam. I'm trying to think what the best screw attack is. Maybe the best thing that Jero can get here at this point. Screw attack, since we haven't done lower Norfair yet. That screw attack item is really good for lower Norfair. Once you're past lower Norfair, a lot of runners, myself included, would skip it. And unfortunately, just a spazer beam. That's probably the worst thing you can find, maybe other than a... Well, no, I'd say even a missile would be better. It can't be a power bomb because this is power bomb locked. So a missile would be even better than that spazer because we already have plasma.
And it's pretty darn bad when a missile's better than something you could find. So...
yeah.
Maybe J-Rogue goes back and checks Gauntlet at some point. Definitely not in the near future, but maybe on the way to Torian. I don't know.
It depends on where, because there's three. No, there's two criteria connectors we haven't seen. The two to the east. So if he gets to one of those, he might, just naturally go check Gauntlet, especially if he ends up with Screw Attack. Because Gauntlet with Screw Attack and Space Jump is pretty easy and is pretty fast, relatively speaking, compared to what we saw D-Web do earlier.
Yeah, Chero's movement looking good, but gonna do a safety save, which I like here because only 10 supers. That's how many you need to kill the worst hitbox in the game, Bobone. So missing one would be a big problem with no charge.
Yeah, that's true. He does have enough supers for Ridley. He just will need to farm up. I might have just gone. There's a farm spot up here. I might have just gone. In fact, it looks like he's going to do that now. I would have done that before the save, so you can have your 30 supers for Ridley. Farm up again in the post-bot wound area.
That's a good point, because if anything goes wrong, you don't have to redo this after a save. Hopefully it doesn't, but this will be good for J-Ro. We know going into East Meridia here, the boss is most likely Ridley or Kraid. Could be surprised, but...
Yeah, he's going to want those 30 supers. Yeah, absolutely. All right, D-Web gets his first look up at Bubble Mountain and says, nope, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to see where these other connectors go. And I don't think we've seen Chronic Boost or Croc Door.
Which one's Chronic Boost? The Lava Dive?
Yeah, it's the Lava Dive entrance.
We saw J-Ro see that. Or no, D-Web saw it super early at Meme. Otherwise...
No. That's the other side of that.
Oh, the other side. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and D-Web says, you know what? I'm going to just go do LN right now from the back. I like that from D-Web. This makes a lot of sense because he knows where this spits out in the front. He knows he doesn't have to follow it. Whereas in East Meridia, he doesn't know whether or not he should follow that or not. So just get this over with and done. Do it. You never have to come back. The main thing he needs is where's Turian?
Yeah, we haven't seen that at all, have we?
Nope.
Not yet? Okay. Oh, I like the Shine Spark farm right there.
Yeah,
it always really looks cool.
Way. Yep, that's a good quick farm. What Jero wants to have is full supers just in case it's Ridley. I mean, really only needs 30, but you want to have that 30.
Definitely. This is Dash, but this is the 33% chance we don't roll a starter charge of some sort, and we don't have it, so J-Ro needs this ammo.
be interesting to see how much D-Web farms up before the Ridley boss location, because gonna want, it has that charge beam, so it doesn't necessarily need as much ammo. It's a 40-shot fight with this charge beam that he has. No, wait, no, sorry, 30-shot fight, because we have ice and plasma. So not too bad, but, would like to possibly supplement with some supers, plus, his health is kind of low here. And Jestro in chat.
Ideal.
Yeah, and Jestro in chat confirming Crabshaft, Moat, Chronic, and the Croc Door, Turian Unseen. So, like if East Meridia spits out at Turian, this is going to be a really this is going to be great. Okay, well,
so
Helen's great. So
yeah, Ridley probably.
He's got and plenty of ammo for Ridley, so this is fine.
No surprise.
Let's
we got double Kraid. No Ridley in this team. Oh
double Kraid. I love it. They're fighting Kraid at the exact same time. It's a different Kraid in each spot.
No Rodney. Bye Space Pelican.
That is amazing. Love it, love it, love it. But yeah, so back to my previous point. If East Meridia spits out a Turian, that could be a really good end route for D-Web. And Screw Attack for Jero is really nice. He'll have it for LN, and D-Web will not. Yeah, double quick kill and everything. Jero at 40-35 still needs 25 supers for that 40-60 minimum. Hopefully continues to pick up missiles. Every 3 missile packs you pick up is 1 less super pack you need to pick up for that ammo go mode.
And Jero has a Fantoon and a Kraid boss left, whereas Webb has Dragon, I think, right?
Yep.
Or no, the other.
And to answer chat,
the other Kraid, right? The other Kraid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
To answer chat, picks him up as he finds them, but he's not going to hunt them because he was already to go into the Ridley fight with the team he has. And then he's going to be like, surprise, it's another Kraid. Both of them are going to be surprised it's another Kraid.
And I don't know if chat heard that, because on my mic Tracy's voice went completely out, but she was saying that Webb probably won't hunt for him because
yeah, that's right.
Has charge. So if they're on the way, cool, but if not, just going for it is all I got out of it. I hope that's right.
No, that's right. Yeah, he's fine with this beam. I mean, he went into the other potential Ridley fight with just the beam and not super. So if he's going to do it there, he'll do it in Meridia as well. Yeah, I think that was a little bit of I guess we're still fighting the weather here. A little bit of that our thunderstorm here. Again, anyone that's in the path of the thunderstorm, there is some really nasty weather going on towards eastern Iowa into northern Illinois.
You're coming through much better now, though.
And so Jero finds Kraid. Yeah, Jero finds the Kraid boss is gonna, gonna be ready for Ridley if possible. Although he's got 34 supers already, isn't taking the save, and I think that's fine. Even if he didn't have 34 supers, best super farm in the game, mini Kraid right there.
Yeah, and we saw that pay dividends on a different race this week, and that was pretty cool. If you haven't seen it, go back and check out some of the week 4 races.
Hey, I guess, yeah, do you go back? Maybe he hasn't seen the front of East Meridia, he's only seen the back. So that means we now know both sides of East Meridia. He's got to know, I guess, Turian's got to be off of one of those Upper Norfair portals, because I think we've seen everything else. I don't know if D-Web has seen all the West Meridia portals. Or right side criteria. Good point, Jestro. We haven't seen any of right side criteria. Jestro and Ace coming up with that knowledge.
So we could have a very easily accessible Turian or a slightly annoying one. We'll have to find out with our runners as we go.
Well, odds are odds are some of that stuff's going to connect together, so it shouldn't be too hard for D-Web to figure out where to go. J-Ro has a lot less knowledge. I don't know if he has knowledge of both sides of East Meridia. Definitely does not have knowledge of both sides of Lower Norfair.
I don't know. I think J-Ro's a pretty smart guy. I'm just playing. I know that's not what you're saying.
Not about smarts. We have two very smart players on our hands here. Yeah, like I said, D-Web probably understands, the logic of this randomizer better than anybody. I know he's put in a ton of time practicing this, hoping to do well in this tournament. And this is a 1-2 matchup, but both these runners could easily, even the one that loses, could easily be getting 3 wins and getting into that playoff bracket.
For sure. Yeah, I remember D-Web is just a commentator, and his transition to playing, he's done extremely well. It's kind of cool to see how good he got, how fast he got that good.
Yep. I feel like, yeah, no, you're totally making sense. But yeah, okay. The biggest issue for J-Ro right now, and the reason why I would consider him behind at this point, honestly, is that charge beam.
Yeah, that gauntlet
J-Ro
check.
Not at ammo. It doesn't have enough ammo. Now, he does have space jump and screw attack, so if he gets spit out in criteria anytime soon, very possible that he just does it with, the fastest way to do that check.
Yeah, each of only one boss left. J-Ro, though, does need a few more ammo pickups. Unless he does get spit out in criteria and decides to do a quick gauntlet check with the screw attack.
Yep.
But in reality, this is a pretty darn close race. Edge right now goes to D-Web if you're just joining us. D-Web probably has a nice little lead at the moment.
And, yep, D-Web, surprise!
It's Craig again. And
doesn't quite get the last super in.
He needs that early open. Kraid has 1,000 health, so 3 supers is 900. Yep. Just spamming missiles to get rid of them.
We got plenty of those.
It's good to get your aggression out that way too. Oh, here's J-Ro. Is he gonna try it? Oh, this is good news for J-Ro if he goes.
Yeah,
gauntlet.
He's going. Yep. He's gonna get that charge beam.
Yep. Okay, so
he's gonna get this charge beam very quickly. Again, space plus screw really fast.
So we'll probably see double Torian on our screen. I still think Webb has the lead from having charge early, but this is a good race.
Well, it's not even just that. The fact that J-Ro still needs to go back to Lower Norfair. Could take a gamble and go to the front of Lower Norfair in hopes that that's Turian. Like, that would be his best win condition, is to, just loop through Lower Norfair and have it end to Turian. We know that's not going to happen. It's going to spit him out in meme route. If he decides to do that, which wouldn't be the worst outcome ever, but really is not a good outcome. I mean, it won't be Croc. That would be the worst outcome.
Yeah, so J-Ro's checking over here, and this is one of our portals that could be Torian, that are the ones that are left anyway. Because we haven't seen this side of Moat yet. So if this is Torian, J-Ro knows where he has to go. Nope, it's Croc.
It's Croc. Okay.
So that means J-Ro has to go... who am I kidding? I can't remember that.
I'm pretty certain he's seen Upper Norfair. But we now know that Turian has got to be off of one of those, one of these other Upper Norfair portals.
Yeah, I remember seeing Lava dive off meme route for Webb at the beginning, but
But yeah,
J-Ro, I don't
I
know the
mean, I'm
best
not
way to go
sure.
here.
Yeah, and I know Ace saying in chat, I feel like this exit is slower to get back to Criteria Upper Norfolk, and I kind of agree, but I'm not sure. So
Okay, there it is.
there is
There's Torian.
Torian for J-Ro. But yeah, at this point, you know, D-Web just needs to find that, and J-Ro needs to get all the way through Lower Norfair.
Yeah, so our good buddy Donovan Jartholomew Webb has a nice advantage here. Cross your fingers
Yeah,
for
and in fact,
him.
he's exactly where
Root
he
for
needs to be.
J-Ro. Oh yeah, right here. So this is good news.
I mean, unless for D-Web, unless he gets the trolley connector where one area connects to itself, he's gonna find he knows he's gonna find Turian in this area because either, you know, as we saw, one spot spit out a criteria into Croc and the other spot is just Turian.
And LN's the longest loop in the game to reach any boss. One you'd love to get done early and out of the way if possible. If at all possible, you want to get that done as soon as possible. So, yeah, Webb's in the driver's seat here. But they both run extremely well. The movement's been crisp and clean and no caffeine. It's just been great.
I mean, the two differences in the runners, the meme route check from D-Web at the beginning of the game, plus the gauntlet charge beam pickup, just allow D-Web to route just that much more cleanly, both in terms of checking portals, knowing where the where the front of Lower Norfair was, and also just not having to worry about ammo pickups.
Yeah, saving time looking for miners or just grabbing extra miners along the way, and then saving the fanfare of the miner pickups as well. So J-Ro, don't lose heart. You still have chances at the playoffs, and you definitely have the movement capable of getting you there.
Yeah, and you know the meme route play early on with their loadout was kind of a risky one because we didn't have any tank. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So we just had the power bomb, you know, and it's such a risk because if it turns out to be vanilla, I've seen 3 or 4 players in this tournament die at that check because they were expecting the portal door and it wasn't there because it turned out to be a vanilla map.
Yeah, and we saw Webb come back with only 9 health because he got all 3 of the hoppers on him and couldn't dodge all 3 at the same time. It's just not possible. So,
nope, had to take 1 hit. So, and those hoppers do 80 HP of damage.
Yeah, it's like getting punched in the face by George Foreman. It's gonna hurt.
All right, J-Ro gonna be surprised because this is Kraid.
Surprise, J-Ro. Enjoy your 0 Ridley seed. And no Cirrus station in these games that we play, so absolutely no Ridley in this one.
And J-Ro not even checking the item, and I forget what it was, but it wasn't anything we cared about. I want to say maybe any tank. I'm not even sure. Maybe a missile type thing. E-tank? Yeah, Jester says E-tank. With Screw Attack, J-Ro does not need an E-tank to get out of here.
Uh-oh. Okay, he's fine.
Oh, he's got plenty of ammo.
Yeah, the turrets just had to give Webb a hard time. just for fun, I suppose. And I don't think we've said this all race, but please shout out to the runners. They're both great Metroid runners. Give them a follow on Twitch, DJ Webb and J-Ro. And as far as the commentary and tracking team, we got Jestro and Tracy. Yeah.
Bod is down.
Stuff and things. Don't worry about me.
We'll get their. It was working in the beginning. Oh well. I'll get their Twitch handles in there.
And Mother Brain 3. Just have to eat an entire bag of Skittles first. And after D-Webb tasted the rainbow there, the Metroid's eaten the second rainbow. Everything will be fine. Probably not sponsored. But the Busy Bone dog treats, those are still sponsored on SpeedGaming. I see that ad all the time when I watch these races. So pet your dog or your cat, tell them you love them, and give them a treat.
Yeah, Jay, we're heading to Torian as D-Web finishing up the Mother Brain fight. Just as I get the, it's like Jestro got the bot working again. So, thank you, Jestro. But there's all the links. And yes, Ace. There's been a lot of Z1R on my channel of late.
Now the baby transfers its powers in the Samus, and Mother Brain's gonna get messed up real quick. 36 of these, and good night, Mother Brain. And we do get 2 Torians at the same time. That's how you know it was a really good race, folks. Just a couple decisions early on. Made a couple route changes and timing differences. Not even that big. The movement was there by both players. This was a really fun one to watch. So as D-Webb escapes here, goes through Leodox and all the cool stuff, we do have one race left for week 4. That's Papa Schmo versus IP, Tuesday night, 10:10 Eastern. After that, we go into week 5 and 6, and we don't know anything about that yet. But we do have one more tomorrow night. Should be a blast. Come on out, hang out, have some fun, and let's watch D-Webb finish this bad boy off, and give him our GGs and congrats.
J-Ro as well.
And also to J, yeah, absolutely. Also to J-Ro. J-Ro coming out of retirement for us to get his movement de-rusted so he can go back to doing regular speed runs, which is J-Ro's plan. So definitely follow J-Ro. Gonna have Metroid speedrun action all over the place on this channel after this. And D-Webb having a very clean parlor, as long as he didn't watch it. Just like he told me not to watch. I didn't watch it. It was a beautiful parlor. And done! 5309. GG's to D-Webb.
GG's to D-Webb. Going on to the 2-2 bracket, which means he gets 2 weeks to finish up to get into the playoff bracket. J-Ro will fall to 1 and 3. will have to win both his last 2 races in order to make the bracket, but very, very possibly, I very much could do it. And I do believe we have DUF joining us. GG's.
Thank
And
you,
Jiro as
GG.
well.
And J-Ro.
GG's
GG's
to
to
both
both
of
of
you.
you.
Oh, GG.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so the funniest moment of this race is D-Web, you're going down to the Ridley boss at the same time as Jiro was entering the Dragon boss. So we had simultaneous crades in different locations.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that it happened like that on Restream. That was like the one thing that I could possibly ever complain about in this seed is I did all this prep for Ridley that never came, but I said it to J-Ro in the race time. I felt really, really good about this one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I mean, in the end, like, you both played really well. The biggest difference, there were 2 things that separated you. D-Web, you checking meme route at the beginning, so you had just that little bit of extra map knowledge, and getting that charge beam out of Gauntlet.
ooh, that was
Like,
scary.
we weren't even sure J-Ro was going to ever get back to that. Yeah,
J-Ro
Yeah,
took 2
but by the
that
time
hurt.
J-Ro got there, Space Jump was screw. You know?
Yeah, I felt really
yeah, I
slow
mean, that-
about it in the first room, and then I saw charge and I was like, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, and J-Ro, I mean, good that you went back and checked it, because you still needed quite a bit of ammo, but it
I need
can't
a
feel
ton
good.
of ammo. Yeah, I needed a ton of ammo. No, it felt real bad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's one of those bittersweet moments, like, okay, now I don't have to hunt ammo anymore, so yay. But if my opponent got this early, not good,
I
and
knew,
of course that's
I
what
knew
ended
immediately.
happening.
Yeah, I knew immediately.
Hmm.
Oh, the one time you don't check Gauntlet, it's something.
Yeah, yeah.
You check it every time, and it's
Mhm.
nothing.
And the one
I
thing
don't
you didn't
I mean,
was
all the time
ice
it's
or
nothing.
speed or charge.
At least I didn't forget anything this time. I knew it was Chozo right off the bat.
Yeah,
That's
played well.
good. We're improving.
Yeah, I've been practicing by running all of Jiro's previous tournament races, and I got to his 3rd one, and it's like the most troll thing ever because the double jump is in the ceiling E tank, which doesn't tell you major minor versus Chozo, but it can make you think it's major minor. And I watched that one back. He had a lot of struggles, but somehow all of the C's that Jiro's played, I've done really, really well on. So I just need to, like, I don't know, find a way to race these seeds.
Yeah, you mentioned the double jump, because we weren't sure. Like, you guys got the heat shield, and we weren't sure whether that's actually in logic in this situation, because when we set all these items, the reason we didn't put pressure valve in is because the devs told us they couldn't make it so those items weren't in logic, and heat shield and double jump were like, well, whatever, that's fine. They can be in logic, but then it wasn't in a Chozo spot, so we're like, wait a minute, is that in logic?
Yeah, in Chozo, neither of them are part of the logic. But
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good to
well,
know.
see, I
Okay,
figured
cool.
you might know.
yeah, the Chozo item set is always the same unless you get a boss surprise where you either have no Fantoons or 2 Fantoons. But other than that, like, that specific item set is always those 25 items.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, it was a really
So
nice
we've got
heat
that
shield for
cleared up.
routing. The routing was great because I
Mhm.
could just go get the gravity right away. I was like, thanks, that's really nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you had. I think you had 1 tank at the time. Not sure you'd had that reserve yet.
Yeah, the
when
reserve
you-
was
when you
its
got
phaser,
the
I
gravity
think.
suit. I want to say, Jero, you might have had 2 E tanks.
Yeah, I had 2
when you
E-tanks,
got down there,
I think.
so might have been a
Yeah.
little bit there. Yeah.
And D-Web, I might have accidentally told the whole world your real name a couple times during this race, so let me know if I'm fired or not after you watch the restream. Just know I love
Yeah, and
you,
if that's
and it was
if
all
that
in good
was
fun.
if that's actually your real name, I'm so sorry. I forget what he actually came up with, but it's pretty wild.
Donovan Jartholomew.
Close, real close, real close.
Oh man, that was a fun call.
All right, now J-Ro, I mean, I know you're coming back from not playing this for a while, so you're still learning a lot of this stuff. But I still think, even at 1 and 3, still think you have a good chance of getting in there in the next 2 weeks. How are you feeling after coming back and playing after so many years?
It's fun. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I wasn't gonna win this. There's no way, but I'm just having fun. I
Mhm.
think I routed this one halfway decent. I think I've improved on that some. I think I did okay. I mean,
Mhm.
I'll have to watch it back to see, but no, I'm having fun. I mean, the pressure's on, but I don't care. Just having fun.
All right. First of all, really glad you're having fun, because I know towards the end when we were doing league and stuff, it was getting a bit of a slog for you. So it's really happy to hear that you're having fun. But yeah, I thought your routing was fine. I mean, I don't blame anybody for not wanting to check meme route with no E tanks. And in fact, like
Yeah.
week 1, that
I died.
hurt you
Killed me.
because
Yeah,
it
it killed
was
me.
you were
Sure did.
it was vanilla map, which a lot of players have died to going that way and finding surprise. The door isn't open. You gotta kill the side uppers. So, I think that was fine, and that was the only really major routing difference that made like not knowing that Lower North was going to spit you out there, but you didn't go that way anyway, so it worked out fine. That you didn't have to find out that Lower North spit out there.
Yeah, I was hoping
So
that
yeah,
wasn't
I thought your routing was really
Torian.
good.
I was kind of sweating that actually,
Yeah.
because it was like one of the
Mhm.
last things that I had to check was a chronic boost and
Yep.
meme route. So I kind of hit the lottery
Mhm.
there, but it was like 10 minutes
Yep.
too late. So
Yeah, really good to hear that. And do you have? I mean, you got 2 weeks to get 1 win. How you feeling?
I'm feeling better after this week. The first week I lost, but I felt pretty good. The last 2 weeks I hadn't really felt that great about how I was playing, but my practice went really well, and then this went really well. So yeah, I did the fool's errand of try to figure out approximately who I'm going to play next week, depending on results, and figured out nothing. So we'll find out on Wednesday. But there's a lot of good people at sitting at 2-2 for sure.
Yes, there are. There's a lot of good players out there. I know we're going to be figuring out, because there's only one more race to get run, so we're going to figure out what the matchups are going to be either way, and try and get them out there as quick as we can. Because yeah, we got we got lucky the last 2 weeks of having races finish up on Monday, and the deadline isn't until Tuesday evening or Tuesday night, really. So yeah, we have one more race to go.
Jiro had asked me. It looks like Wave was at grapple. He's got some movement items on me. I checked not a lot, but yeah, I was.
Yeah, high jump and spring ball were in Bubble Mountain.
I was looking for charge.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I found Bubble Mountain at the end when I first locationed Turian when I was looking for it. That was certainly something.
I mean, the only thing, as long as you didn't have one of those connectors that would like Upper Norfair to Upper Norfair, you were fine.
Yeah,
that was the one thing that might have got you. But
yeah, I had some outstanding stuff, but it was like the way that it was gonna work out was gonna be fine regardless, because it was like I had 2 Upper Norfair, I had 2 criteria, and then it was just the 2 dead ends, so like it was gonna be fine. I laughed when like as well as everything had already gone, and then like the first check I do is Turian. I was like, well, this one went really well, so happy about that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything either one of you wants to add before we go ahead and close this out?
No, it was fun.
Yeah, just GG's to J-Ro. Thank you, Tracy and Salty. I'm sure this will be a fun listen back, and of course, Jestro. Thank you for tracking once again. Hopefully, things continue to go well, and yeah, fun tournament so far. Hopefully, more fun to be had going forward.
All right. Yep. And we do have that one last race, channel to be determined. Will be coming your way at 10:10 tomorrow night. That'll be Incompetent Perfectionists, or IP, where we take the longest name in the tournament and shorten it to the shortest name of the tournament versus Papa Schmo. So make sure you tune into that one. And that will conclude week 4. And we'll be moving on to week 5 on Wednesday. So good luck to all runners. Good luck to both of you. Yeah. And yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for us. First of all, I'd like to thank Jestro for doing the tracking, Salty Pigeon for joining me on commentary. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah, and you can go ahead and close us out.
Awesome. Yes, thank you to SpeedGaming, all the folks at SpeedGaming and the family of channels, giving us a place to restream. Shoutouts to Jestro for tracking. Without Jestro, we don't get restreams. AKA, without trackers, you don't get restreams. Need them. Tracy, one of our admins, so is MM2, as well as Kip, Kupo, and Mass Hysteria. Without all y'all, this isn't a thing, so thank you. J-Ro, D-Web, great game. It was a ton of fun. I wish you the best of luck going forward. And everyone in chat, I will say see y'all next mission. Have a wonderful night.